Good day, mates. We're out here in the wild on the Idiots in a Room podcast, hunting down the elusive Easter Bunny.
Wow, I haven't really been out here in these parts before. Say, who are you anyway? I just kind of ran into you while I was wandering around these parts.
Why, sure, mate. My name is Chris Jenkins, and incidentally, I don't know your name either.
Yeah, I'm Nicholas Vandevort, and I have no clue where I'm from. My accent keeps slipping.
You sound like you're a Scottish cowboy. That's what you sound like.
Well, I'm sure I'll figure it out by the end of this here adventure. Alright. This is gonna sound like an odd question, but what are you hunting? Because I have a very specific target that I'm after today.
Well, I'm hunting the elusive Easter Bunny. I want his pelt to take it home as a personal trophy.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry to inform you of this, sir, but I'm also after that there Easter Bunny. And I think I've been trying to get him first.
You backstabbing bastard!
Wait, no, put the gun down. Sir, wait.
Get back behind that tree, mate.
No. Alright. Wait, we can settle something out here, alright? We don't have to fight each other over this, I'm sure.
Why not? That's the fun part. That's the fun part.
Okay, look. Once we see the Easter Bunny, I say it's free game. Whoever gets it first gets it. But until that point, the Easter Bunny is just so elusive. I've been trying to find him for like 5 days now. It's not a very pleasant hunt. It's getting kind of rainy. It's April. I mean, it rains all the goddamn time now. So it's not good camping season to be out hunting the Easter Bunny, but god damn it, it's the time of the year he's out. So I gotta... Look, the point is, I need your help tracking him, and I assume that you might be in the same boat as me. So, I say that we go hunt him down together. Once we see him, whoever gets the shot first.
I would much rather shoot you in the fucking face, but okay.
Alright, sir, well met. Alright, what sort of progress have you made so far, then?
I left the house and made it to a Denny's this morning. I had a really bad egg. I had a really bad egg and some very crispy bacon, and then I got in my car and just drove to this reserve.
You stayed at a Denny's? Are you saying you're in that civilization?
Yes, I'm in that civilization, as you call it.
Sir, it's hardly a hunt if you stay in a hotel room every night.
I mean,
where are you from? What kind of practices have you been raised for in these hunting environments?
Well, I am from the States.
Yeah. Huh?
I am from the United States of America, mate. The greatest country in the world has everybody. Except everybody else from every other country in the world.
What part of the country are you from?
I'm from the Midwest, matey.
Ah. Well,
one of the places that's hunters...
Surprising.
What?
I reckon that's very surprising. I'm from Scotland. Grew up.
You don't even sound Scottish anymore. I don't even sound Australian anymore. What's going on here?
I think reality's starting to fall apart here, mister. It must mean the Easter Bunny's nearby.
Oh my god! He's right there! Point your gun at it! Point your gun at it! Why aren't you pointing your gun at it?
I fired once, but I missed. I gotta reload. Whoa!
Damn
You
it!
can fire more than once?
Yeah, I fire more than once. It's a 2-barreled shotgun.
What? Wow. Here I was using my flintlock weapons like they was the only thing available, and here I learned there are 2-shotted weapons. Well, shoot, I think we missed the Easter Bunny there, mister. I think we gotta go hunt him down again.
Yep, we'll probably find him in another 10 minutes or so when we run out of topics to talk about.
Yeah.
Anyway, the person that I'm meeting for the first time, how have you been?
Yeah, I've been doing pretty well out here on the hunter's trail, seeking out new things. Yeah, I've been doing all right. Just kind of hanging out for the past few weeks. That's honestly what I've been doing a lot since the basketball stuff's ended. Just kind of relaxing and taking some time for myself. But
yeah,
I'm also trying to move forward with things as well. Get serious about looking for a new job. I've been looking at some places in the Twin Cities and in St. Cloud now too, because rent is expensive. So,
did you look anywhere in Eau Claire here?
Well, for Eau Claire, it's either I live with you guys or I live with my parents again for however long I do that for, and then I'll probably head over to the cities later. Because I feel like that's where I want to end up, at least for a while. That kind of an area, just more ways to get established, I guess.
Right. Yeah, I totally see where you're going with that. I just think it would be I'm trying to fight for my case here. I think you would be better off to come with us, since it's only $500 a month, and that's just a flat rate. Mm-hmm. And then you get all that money back, so, you're not losing anything on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
then you can use that money to go to the cities. You won't have lost anything. That's just kind of what I think about it, but, obviously
I'm
not...
still trying to weigh out, what I value here and what's the smartest move, but... I've given myself an end of the month deadline because I can't keep worrying about this too long. And if I wait for too long, then a lot of opportunities are lost. So,
right.
Yeah, and I'd also just like to relax in May and June. Just kind of have that time to enjoy being here and not have to worry about what's ahead. So, yeah.
Oh, totally.
So that's what's been up with me, just kind of relaxing for now, but I'm starting to get serious about stuff again.
Good. Are you still working at the TV station, or?
Yes, I will be working there until the end of June, and then probably move out early to mid-July.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's my plan right now.
All right, cool. Exciting.
Yeah. How about you?
Not much. Not much. I'm going to be quitting my job soon and becoming a writer.
Oh.
So that's kind of exciting.
Is it you're just pursuing to become an author on your own, or are you working for someone else?
Basically on my own.
Okay.
Yeah. What I'm going to try and do first is develop an audience before I write anything, really.
Sure.
Just to see what people like,
That makes sense.
Yeah. Because if I don't have an audience and I write the book first and expect to find an audience after that, then it's not going to turn out very well, I don't think.
The only way you get away with that is if you're pretty well connected or willing to spend a good chunk of money.
Yeah. I read a story the other day about J.J. Abrams, one of his family, and he had gotten ties with Marvel, and they let him write a Spider-Man comic book, and it was a really bad comic book, but everybody bought it because, he was a family member of the guy who wrote Star Wars.
Yeah.
So,
And
It's
then
kind
that's
of it.
how he kickstarted his career.
Right. Even though the comic book was terrible, he just got it through nepotism.
Blood relation, the strongest force in the world.
Especially when it comes to love.
Yeah.
The incest is strong with this one.
Okay, no. I didn't mean like that there now, sir. You get off of that. Alright. Yeah, so that's how we're doing right now, huh?
Oh yeah, that's how we're doing. That's how we're doing.
Well. Oh, look there, mister. I think I see some chocolate rabbits on the ground.
Chocolate rabbits?
Yeah, I don't know what this could mean. Do you think it's a sign of the Easter Bunny?
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Gotta test these. Hollow.
Oh.
Chinese dollar store chocolate.
Oh.
Bad painted features.
Wow, mister, you got a real tasting technique over there.
We're on the trail!
Oh, okay.
And I won't tell you where I was looking that thing.
I think it best if you don't. Where do we go? Which way? Do you know? Or do you just know that he was here?
This way. We go left. We go left on this, See, that's the problem. This left side here is really dark and menacing, but this right side, literally leads to the Easter Bunny's castle, and I can see it right there. So it's like a really short shortcut, but...
You know what?
What?
I'm weighing out the options here, and quite honestly, I think we should just go back.
Go back?
Yeah, go back. I think there's another way around. I think neither of these paths look very promising. I mean, you look over at that dark forest, you think, well, there's probably something scary lurking in there, and then you look over at the castle, and you, like, that's a trap. Like, I don't... Is that really... It's gotta be a trap. Like, we gotta just turn back. I think you might be wrong on this one.
I will trust your supposed intellect on this one, college boy. And,
I graduated with a master's.
I will trust your intellect on this one, and we will turn around and...
I got my education online. On the interwebs, it's much more convenient that way. I get to go at my own pace. I might be 37, but I got some knowledge up in that noggin.
What's 2 plus 2?
4.
That's actually right. Good job.
Took me a second. I wasn't the best at arithmetic as a kid, but hey, I try my best.
All right, let's turn around and find another path to the castle.
So now that on the I guess math as a subject.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now that you're out of high school, what do you think your best class was?
Oh, I think my best class was 9th grade U.S. history.
Really?
Yeah.
A freshman class? That's interesting. Why is that?
Yeah. Because the way I remember it, there was only one test that I did not get an A+ on, and the grade I got on that was a B.
Huh. Okay.
So, I was kind of like that annoying kid who always sat in the front of the class and raised his hand every time the teacher asked a question in that
So you
class.
were just like really invested in the subject.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
So, yeah, that I think was my best class, and I don't really remember what my worst class was, but I definitely was in some classes that were not easy.
Mm-hmm.
How about you? What was your best class?
In high school, I think my best class was probably the first 2 years of theater. Maybe rank the second year a little bit higher than the first.
So, what, you were in theater the year before I came to school?
No, I meant I meant show choir. Wow,
Oh,
I really
okay.
just flubbed that in my mind. Yes, I meant show choir. For my first 2 years, sophomore preferred over freshman year. Theater was also really good, but those 2 years in the choir really did a lot to boost up my confidence as a person and help kind of shape me into who I am now. It also got me the title of Nifty, which I bear respectfully.
Nifty Nick.
Yep.
I remember going to festival and calling you that.
Yeah, and then my coworkers looked at me kind of weird after that. Like, oh, this guy's like cool. I did not talk to any of them, so they had no clue who I was. But yeah. What was I? Yeah, least favorite subject. I'm trying to remember. There's definitely I have failed a few classes. I'm trying to remember. There was a math class that I failed specifically that just I was not connecting with that one at all. I think it was pre-calculus. That would make sense.
Ooh, you took pre-calc?
Yeah, because so this is gonna go off on a bit of a different story. But I have ever since like 5th grade, I think, I've been in advanced math.
Okay.
I remember I was briefly in it in elementary school, but then I fell out of it because I didn't understand stuff, but I wouldn't ask the teacher for help, and none of the other kids really liked me back then, so I was left to kind of figure it out alone. I got back into advanced math after dropping out from it, and then stayed in there throughout middle school. Did pretty well with algebra. But there was always just, I don't know, a disconnect that I never really got past. I feel like I should have been a year below after a while. Because while initially, for sure, I was ahead, I fell behind at some point. Like, there was a point where I could not get past and everyone else was still going.
Okay.
Yeah, so pre-calculus kind of just built up to that because I was a year ahead, and so it was the next class that I had to take for my junior year, and then I was expected to go into one of the calc classes in senior year. But I decided to switch it up after failing the pre-calc class and went into statistics and I think just a different lower level class that I hadn't taken, just so I could get the credits to pass by.
Right.
Yeah.
And that makes sense, you know, if you're not doing well in something, it doesn't make sense to go back and, you know, do the harder thing that doesn't make sense to you.
Yeah, especially when I needed that credit to graduate. Like, I knew I was gonna fail again, and I didn't want to have to take a summer class in it, so, yeah.
Speaking of credits, one of my coworkers has a kid who I guess has 22 credits left, and she's a senior.
Oh, Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you got some catching up to do there. I don't think she's gonna make it.
No, I don't think so either.
Damn.
Anyway, that's
That's really rough.
It's probably not our business, even though I just told it to the entire internet. So let's move on.
Well, you didn't mention their name, so it's fine. I'd say.
Yeah. All right. Where were we?
Well, we're still hunting that rabbit.
Oh yeah. I'm not seeing any rabbit tracks. Are you?
Oh, that's because they don't leave tracks, mister. They leave little beans behind. Little jelly beans, I think. But I've never eaten any of them myself. Personally,
Here.
I always try to stay away from them if I see them. I just
Why?
kind of use them as a guide. Well, I don't know what's in those things. They came out of the Easter Bunny, right? Like, I don't think the Easter Bunny's just like walking around with a basket of jelly beans, tossing them around. I think it's his shit.
Here's a brown one.
Sir? I think that's just regular shit.
Tastes like chocolate. With a
really?
hint of...
Wait, hold on. Let me get a scent of this. I think I'll risk a bite. That's not chocolate. That's vinegar. How does that even work? Was this from the Easter Bunny, or was someone just trying to kill me? Wow.
So that's what the white ones taste like.
Oh God.
You know, I'm kind of weird. The only jelly beans that I really like are the black ones.
You know what? I disagree. I don't like black the most, but I don't like separate them like everyone else does. I still like them just fine. But I think black's an alright. What even is the flavor of each like jelly bean? Doesn't it like vary depending on who you get it from?
I gotta look up.
You look it up and we just find like the biggest diagram breaking it up.
Let's see.
Because I got some jelly beans right here. Yeah, I got some jelly beans right here. What are the flavors on this one? Does it tell me?
Here's let's see.
Oh, here it tells me. Grape, I think, is what the black one is meant to be, maybe? Because the other flavors are cherry, orange, strawberry, lemon, and green apple. So I can't think of any others that would be like...
Are you eating Jelly Belly ones?
I'm eating Starburst jelly beans.
Oh, okay.
So different brand. It's probably going to be different flavors.
Yeah. Here's the official list on Jelly Belly's website. A&W cream soda, cappuccino, crushed pineapple, lemon drop, peach, sour cherry, sun-kissed pink grapefruit, wild blackberry, A&W root beer, caramel corn, Dr. Pepper regular, lemon lime, pina colada, strawberry cheesecake, sun-kissed tangerine, berry blue, chili mango, French vanilla, licorice plum, strawberry daiquiri, toasted marshmallow, blueberry chocolate pudding, green apple, mango pomegranate, strawberry jam, top banana, bubblegum cinnamon, island punch margarita, raspberry, sun-kissed lemon, tutti frutti, buttered popcorn, coconut, juicy pear, mixed berry smoothie, red apple, sun-kissed lime, berry cherry, cantaloupe,
way too
cotton
many.
candy, kiwi, orange sherbet, sizzling cinnamon, sun-kissed orange, and watermelon.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not realize they had that. Actually, I lied. I just remembered something. They totally have that many flavors. And I totally tried to have as many as I could as a kid. Illegally. Walmart
Oh my
back
god.
then would just have the little, like whatever where you could scoop them out, put them in a bag.
Yeah.
So me as a kid just decided to have a whole bunch of jelly beans out of the container one day. As we went to
Oh
Walmart,
my god.
and the store employee turns the corner, and it's like some guy in his like early 20s. Back then I thought he was a super serious adult, but now I realize he's probably just some guy like me who was like, oh my god, kid, no. But yeah, so parents had to pay like an estimated amount that I ate because I could not tell them how much that I had eaten. I just had scoops. I don't even remember how many I ate. I was a kid. It could have been like one handful. It could have been like 10 handfuls for all I know.
I bet that was an awkward car ride home.
Yeah, I don't remember much of the car ride. I wonder why. Yeah, so that's my experience with Jelly Belly jelly beans.
I only stole one thing as a kid, and it was from a party store. It was this 3-cent eraser. I don't even remember. Like, I just remember I was looking at it, and then I was pulling it out of my pocket at home. I don't remember putting it in my pocket.
Oh, that's interesting, because maybe you just like kept it with you, being like, I want to show this to my parents and like buy it, and then you just forgot that part.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, because I was like 3 or 4 when it happened.
Yeah.
So
that would make sense, especially at that age. You just innocently steal something.
Just innocently steal.
Honestly, that's it, because they don't recognize that they have to pay for it, That concept isn't there quite yet, so.
At that point, your parents pay for everything. So, in your mind, you probably think, oh, everything is just free.
Or, whatever my parents take is just whatever we can leave with,
Right.
So, as long as it's with us, we can have it. As opposed to taking other people's stuff. That does remind me, I don't know if Brina remembers this at all, but when we were younger, I think I must have been like 10 and she was 7 or something, she tried stealing a toy out of another person's cart while the kid was sitting in the cart. Just because she thought like, oh, this toy looks cool, and she didn't know where they had found it, so she was just like, yoink.
Yeah, I don't think I ever really tried to steal anything like that. just like
in
taking
front of someone. Yeah, I wouldn't try that either.
I do remember when I was like 5 or 6, and I didn't really understand the concept of like the food that people have to pay for at gas stations. Like they have to order the food to get it.
Sure. Yeah.
I would go up to the nacho cheese dispensers, and I would just take a spoon and I would pour the nacho cheese onto the spoon and eat it. Just like standing right there. And thinking that nobody could see me. I was never caught.
And
but I would
you just continued to take? shots of hot cheese.
Yep, I would just
effectively. Wow.
And I think this is the first time I've ever said that out loud.
I'm trying to, because I had a thing for a while too. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was definitely some kind of sauce that I would always try to sneak more of. Maybe was it just ketchup? I remember I would put on a lot more ketchup than I needed to on hot dogs and stuff in the past.
Like me.
Yeah, like you. Similar issue. No longer plagues me. I'm not actually that much of a sauce guy anymore unless it's hot, but
Yeah, I love hot sauce.
yeah. Trying to think though. Yeah, I think it was just ketchup then that I was taking little things of. I remember if I had more ketchup in like those little holders
Mm-hmm.
in Culver's specifically.
Yeah.
I remember those little paper cups. I would just lick the ketchup out of there.
I would do that too.
If I already ate the food and like there's still some left, I'm like, well, I already got this much like ketchup, and I don't want to throw it away. It tastes pretty good.
See, my problem was I would get extra of them before our food came, so I could have them before our food came.
I can see how that quickly becomes a problem.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, and I'm assuming most of you do, people who have watched this show before, and just those who know me in real life, I had a very, very, very bad addiction to ketchup for a lot of my life, and Nick knows that, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Struggle through it on the daily. It was pretty rough.
Yeah. Were you in my lunch period in the first year I knew you?
I feel like maybe half of the year. Because I know that my lunch period switched halfway through senior year.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember if I ever saw you, because I sat with this kid named Elias every day that year, and that was really interesting. He wanted to be a pastor when he got out of school. So
yeah, okay, I remember Elias.
Yeah. Instead of talking to me, like a kid, because we were still freshmen at that point. There's no reason to really talk about anything else but like movies and stuff. He would practice his sermons on me.
Oh. All right.
He would sit there and just practice sermons on me, and it was so weird. He would talk about something like loving your parents, if you want to be a youth pastor. And then another day he would talk about something like, we have to overturn Roe v. Wade. It's like, what the hell?
Okay. Wow. That is not a sermon. That's a political speech.
Mm-hmm. Actually, my grandma told us she went to a new church recently, and the pastor was talking abortionists go to hell, black people go to hell, Democrats go to hell, and then she's like, I thought this was okay. She's gonna be like, I'm never going back to that church again, right?
Mm-hmm.
She said that she went up to the pastor after the service and gave him a huge hug and said, this is exactly what we need in our country.
Yeah.
So I don't really like my grandma anymore.
Yeah, that's not... No, that's not very nice. No.
No. So, yeah. The last time I talked to her was about 2 days ago and I didn't even really talk to her. She calls up Mom just screaming at her that I had called her and tried to get her to vote Democrat because it was election day the other day.
Yeah.
So she thought that I had called her up and tried to give her try to make her vote Democrat. And, I grab my phone and I was asleep when she called. So I was like half aware of what was going on. And I grab my phone and I read out my number to her. And she goes, "No, that's not the number." And then she reads the number that called her and then goes into her contacts, finds me, and reads out the same number that I gave her. And
Okay.
it's like, "Well, he sounded exactly like you, so you shouldn't call people and say that." And I'm like, I would never say that, you know? Like,
He sounded
what?
exactly like you, but wasn't you, so you should be careful of what you say. What?
That was pretty much it. And then she just like hung up abruptly, and I'm like, "What the hell was that all about?"
Yeah, that's pretty out of nowhere.
Yeah. So, not a huge fan of Grandma.
Okay. Well, might not be a huge fan of your Mima, but I'm sure a fan of these jelly beans we found on the road earlier.
Oh yeah,
I
the
was
jelly
hesitant
beans are
at
so
first, but yeah, they're really good. I'm taking to them now.
good. Have you seen anything else besides jelly beans?
Nope, just a lot more jelly beans as we keep following the trail here. Makes me really wonder where all of them are coming from, and if it's really sanitary to be eating so many off the ground.
I mean, it probably
Um,
isn't.
but
I should stop
they're just
eating
so
them
good.
too.
They're just so good. I'm taking another handful.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh, oh,
nice.
so good, so good.
I love them. Oh, over there. Oh, I'm still chilling.
What? Are we?
Get down, get down.
Get down! Get down! Ah!
No, shut up. Look over there.
What's
Do you
over
see?
there?
Do you see it? It's the Easter Bunny right there. Right past those trees right over the bend.
It's the Easter Bunny. Let's go
I
kill
think
him.
we're too far to get the shot from here. But if we quietly reload from here and then make our way up and take the shot later, I think we might got our chance at getting them.
Yep, I think you're right.
Okay, I'm gonna reload my flintlock real quick.
Okay.
Yep, and I'm gonna trust that you're just gonna stay right there and wait for me to finish up.
He hasn't moved yet.
And where'd you go? Shit.
Oh, he's gone.
Fuck, he's gone.
God damn it, you were too loud! You were too loud loading up that gun! What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, man?
Partnership's gonna work out too well. I think we should just split up again. Yeah, and good luck to you, sir. I'm gonna just pack my things, and I'm gonna keep following this trail. And if you try to follow me, I'm gonna shoot you.
Sounds fair. I'm going back to the dark path.
Okay, mister. Have a nice day.
You as well.
And the two walked their separate ways, both of them dying of dysentery. But not on this day, just eventually they both happened to die of dysentery. At different times, too, like one lived a significant bit more than the other, and then came to dysentery as well. Like, this was not... Yeah, they're still hunting.
And maybe they will meet up in the end.
Yes, the end of
And
everything.
wait, who are we now? Are we just the benevolent gods that are sitting up in the clouds watching all this take place?
Benevolent?
Or omnipresent, or whatever you call
Yes,
it. I don't know.
We are omniscient, not we're not merciful gods, but we are everywhere, and we are everything. For we are the ones that are the Idiots in a Room podcast. Roll credit. No.
you know, since we are gods, you know, we've seen everything, right?
I mean, theoretically, yes.
So, we probably have a lot of thoughts in our head, don't we?
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Deep Thoughts on the Idiots in a Room podcast, trademark, copyright, I don't fucking care. Da 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 da.
I'm trying to remember, because it's been a little bit since we've done one of these.
Yeah, we haven't done a Deep Thoughts in...
Who did it the last time?
I think it was me last time. Pretty sure it was me.
Okay.
So,
then you're gonna.
I think it's your turn.
Yeah, you're gonna have to stall for a few minutes while
Okay.
I dive back into the depths of my memory real fast.
I got a whole stack of
really
Playboys that I can read.
Yeah. Get the... What? No.
Well, you said stall for a couple of minutes. It takes me a couple of minutes.
Oh my god. Wow.
Anyway, you do your thing.
We can produce any method we want, and you choose Playboy. Truly a god indeed.
All right, go ahead.
Yes. Let me think about this. With my divine wisdom, I can decipher a future. Yes, from the past, there are hints of what the future may hold. And if we look deep enough, we can find that the biggest hint to what our future might become was that one time that this one kid tripped another over in the hallway during school. You see, this trip had unforeseen consequences that would change the modern world as we knew it. Because of this trip, this kid died. Right there. No one believed it at first. They thought he was just joking. They all walked up, started punting him with their feet. Like, hey, get up, man. Get up. This is funny, but you gotta get up now. Get up. Get up. And then they keep kicking harder, hoping to get him up, and he's just laying there dead.
He's just dead.
And the rest of the school, who saw this event, all assumed that this kid was just murdered by, like, 5 other kids ganging up on him. So they all got arrested, and the school received a very terrible reputation for raising criminals. School gets shut down due to budget cuts about half a decade later, and suddenly that neighborhood, well, it's not so educated anymore. It starts falling into a bit of a chaotic downfall. Starts becoming a hub for crime, and that crime spread everywhere else. The end. That's our future. Crime everywhere. My divine wisdom has foretold it.
What a brilliant deep thought for the week.
Indeed.
You are certainly up there with Socrates and Friedrich Nietzsche and some other one that I can't remember.
Yep. Socrates, Nietzsche, and the other ones. That's really all you need to know for philosophy. I'm actually trying to remember other philosopher names. There's Sartre. There's
Sigmund Freud.
Yep. There's Eastern ones. You got Confucius.
Mm-hmm.
Sun Tzu, I guess, could be considered a philosopher of war.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there's a couple other people.
Aristotle.
There's a lot of them. a good chunk of them, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think they matter, or just held the title of philosopher and didn't do much with it. But there are some good ones out there.
There are some good ones. None of them I learned about because I didn't take philosophy, I took sociology.
Oh, come on, man. You could have done both. You could have done both. I did both at the same time.
You did both?
Yeah, in my senior year, I did sociology and both philosophy courses, but I remember I had philosophy B in the first half of the year, and then philosophy A in the second half of the year. So it was a little flipped, but it didn't really matter. It was just like different types of philosophies. So.
Sure. When I was in senior year, at that point I was kind of credit deficient, so they made me drop a couple of classes.
Damn. All right.
Yeah, they made me drop documentary theater, yearbook, cartoon animation, and
wow, they cut a lot from you. And why? Because you had so many credits already?
Honestly, I don't remember. I don't really remember. I think I was just I don't remember. I think I tried. Yeah,
that's a lot of cool classes to get cut out of.
I think I just tried to block most of senior and junior year from my mind.
Okay.
Because of COVID, you know.
That's all right. Yeah. Your high school, your end of high school was a lot different than my end of high school, which was the start of yours.
It's so weird. Freshman year was one of the best years I've had in my life, period. And then sophomore year was shit, junior year was shit, and senior year was shit. So,
well, still got college, if you choose to go with that.
I mean, that is true, yeah. Probably gonna do at-home learning on stuff that I want to do, you know.
Just like specific skill training.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Go ahead.
Yeah, university could work on the whole teaching relevant skills thing as well. But yeah, because they make you take a good chunk of classes that you either won't remember or you just don't care for. But
right.
Yeah.
Where are those two guys? I think we lost track of them while we were talking.
You know, let's try to look down on them again.
Let's.
Let me part the clouds real quick. And so, two beams of sunlight dive down through the heavens, splitting apart the rains that had been furiously pouring upon our two hunters. I guess they meet again in a cave or something.
What? I guess they met again and they have shotguns pointed at each other. So let's see what fun we can have with this concept. No! Don't shoot me! Don't shoot me! I don't want to die! Please don't shoot me! Please!
I told you to stay away from the path. All you had to do was keep walking away, and you came closer.
I didn't even go on the path. You were the one that went on the path.
No, you was.
No, you.
No, you.
No, you. This is an Uno reverse card type of thing here.
I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna do it.
No, please don't. I can't handle it.
Finger on trigger. I got other finger on other trigger because I got two flintlocks. I don't got a shotgun. I just got two flintlocks. I feel like I'm at a disadvantage, which is why I'm announcing I will shoot first.
No, please, I have a wife and family. No, I don't, but please don't shoot me. I got a mother. No, I don't. She died.
Why was you after the rabbit anyways here, mister?
I don't remember. It looked like that. It looks like it would look cool on my wall.
Well, mister, I gotta tell you now, I got a big reason for hunting down this bunny. See,
What's your big
Easters
reason?
many Easters ago, my siblings and I, we went on a hunt for the golden egg. We ended up finding it too. It took us a week. Took us a whole 3 days of dying and then rising again. We actually died and then found our way back out of hell in the course of 3 days. Not reminiscent of the Jesus tale. It didn't even line up. It just so happened to be that we were dead for 3 days. But yes. Right, it was the Easter Bunny that actually killed us on our hunt for the golden egg. And when we found that egg, we were thinking, oh, we literally died for this, it's gotta be worth it. There was nothing inside. It was empty the whole time. Imagine our shock and disappointment that we had died for nothing. My sister couldn't handle it. She chose to die again. Sought out the Easter Bunny and said, Bunny, just do me in. He did. I couldn't stop him. It was too fast. So this is for vengeance for my sister. And all my other siblings who died again through various other means, but were originally killed by the Easter Bunny.
It sounds like you have more of a reason to hunt this bunny than I do. So
yes, sir. That's why I'm willing to shoot you over it. I still got another bullet here that I can plant right in that bunny.
Well, how about this? We just come to a truce, and I help you find the bunny and kill him, and you can take the bunny home. How about that?
Okay, I think I can agree to these terms. And then he starts putting down one of the flintlocks into his belt, keeps the other one in his hand, but starts dropping it down to the floor. So,
and the other guy picks up his 2-gauge shotgun and
what do you do?
Shoots the other guy right. Ah! Ha! You're dead! Ha ha ha! I got you, you son of a bitch! Ha ha!
You shot my lung. Oh, God. I'm breathing up blood.
Oh, this is funny. This is funny to watch. Oh, good, he's gone. Hi there, kiddo. Ah! It's the Easter Bunny! And he talks! What the fuck?
The Easter Bunny! And he suddenly rises back to life and shoots the Easter Bunny twice. Once in the heart and once in the head.
I just wanted to give you my jelly beans. My jelly beans. Oh.
And then right as the Easter Bunny plops dead, so do I. Officially dead for real.
And I'm left to stand here and watch as the Easter Bunny defecates himself with a whole bunch of buttered popcorn, jelly belly jelly beans.
Magnificent. Wow. What a story. I'm glad that we got to bear witness to this one, Chris. That was an epic conclusion. I was really wondering where it was going at the start, but that was worth the payoff.
That was seriously the greatest story ever told. And where do you think, as an epilogue here, where do you think our intrepid hunter is headed off to now?
I see him taking the pelt of the bunny rabbit, the Easter Bunny, maybe claiming some of those jelly beans as some movie as well, or maybe just a nice snack on the way back. Depending on how much of a dick this guy is, I don't know, he shot the other guy. Maybe he wouldn't take any sort of thing as a memorial, but maybe he takes the flintlock pistol and is like, ooh, extra gun.
I see him eventually getting married and having a wife and family, like he said before, which he didn't have. And he lives a pretty good life. He becomes president of the United States eventually.
Wow, that's goddamn.
Yeah.
Murders
and,
the Easter Bunny, becomes president. Wow, this is a life.
Later on, he bombs Canada because there's no real reason that Canada should be here. It's just fucking everything else up.
Mm-hmm. All right, a politician I can get behind, finally.
So he bombs Canada, wins the second term, and then in his later years, after his wife has died and his children are all grown up, he's sitting comfortably in his estate somewhere in the Rocky Mountains, and he hears a knock on the door. He gets up and goes to the door. The Secret Service, they're still stationed outside, but they let this guy in because they thought he looked nice. And he opens up the door, and standing there is Uncle Sam, the Thanksgiving turkey, Santa Claus, and the leprechaun.
Wow!
All the holiday mascots, and they're all pointing guns at him, and Santa says, "Ho ho ho! This is for the Easter Bunny, bitch!" Shoots him in the face, and they all leave. And the camera slowly pans out through the window, up into the sky, looking at us, telling the story, even though we're seeing it, so I don't know why we're telling it.
We like hearing the sounds of our own voice. Honestly, we are egotistical beings. We created everything. Yeah, we're powerful. Fuck it, we can narrate whatever the fuck we want.
Well, this has been a story for the ages. This is bigger than anything that hack James Cameron could ever come up with.
Oh, for sure. I mean, how many novels has that guy written? And only I think one of them is good, maybe two. Wow,
He still, it's like 2087. He still hasn't made Avatar 2. That was supposed to come out like 60 years ago. 60 years ago. He still hasn't gotten around to it. He keeps saying he will.
I'm more surprised that he's still alive. It's 2086 and he's still kicking.
Well, it's the future. Everyone's alive. We don't want old people to die now.
Is that really how we're working this?
I think that's. I think that's how we signed the papers.
We're gods. If we don't want them to live past a certain age, we can just chop them off right there. Just all. We've been letting a couple slip in the past because it's funny to see a 120-year-old person and just seeing them sit around all day, wondering when the end is coming. But we can kill them off after a point, you know?
Nah. It's funny. It's funny.
All right.
It's funny to see like a 200-year-old guy just sitting there crying because he can't die.
You know what? That does sound funnier than a 120-year-old. Let's let it happen.
And with
immortality for everybody. Hell yeah.
That will make the suicidal people real happy.
Sheesh.
All right.
We are gonna end it off on that note.
Thank you all for listening to the Idiots in a Room podcast. My name I've been the host, and my name is Chris Janke, as always and forever, because I'll never be able to escape this hellhole. This is hell.
And
we're just
I
here
am
forever.
First last name is him. It was nice seeing you all again. Come back to us later.
I guess. We'll just
Goodbye.
be sitting up. We'll just be sitting up here on our cloud. Yeah. Happy
Goodbye.
Easter! Happy Easter, everybody!
Happy Easter.
Seriously, thank you guys for listening to this podcast if you have till the end, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye!